In early 2025, a surprising decision by the U.S. government to impose a 145% tariff on products from China has severely impacted the American retail, logistics, and employment sectors. The goal was to strengthen domestic industries and reduce reliance on China, but the outcome has been devastating. The port of Los Angeles, once a global hub, is now eerily quiet, with hundreds of canceled shipments in April and worse conditions expected in May. Companies are canceling orders because the exorbitant tariffs make Chinese goods unprofitable, and existing shipments are stuck at ports, leading to major U.S. companies declaring they can't even cover costs. This has directly affected American stores and markets. Imported items like Chinese noodles and snacks are scarce. Electronic goods are more expensive due to pricey Chinese components. And the automobile industry faces severe spare parts shortages, slowing repairs and production. This isn't just a trade issue, it's a chain reaction. Chinese factories are reducing production for the U.S., leaving goods piling up in warehouses. While in the U.S., truck drivers' hours are cut, dock workers are idle, and customs departments see less work, endangering thousands of jobs. Over $14 billion worth of goods are either stuck in transit or at ports, unable to clear customs or be accepted by customers. Small businesses, built on selling affordable Chinese goods, are particularly hard hit, facing choices between higher costs and losing customers, or even permanent closure. Some smart companies are now exploring supply from Vietnam, Thailand, and Indonesia, but these countries currently lack China's production capacity. Others are considering shifting manufacturing to the U.S. to avoid import taxes, but face high labor costs, lack of infrastructure, raw material supply chain issues, and a shortage of trained workers, forcing a complete reevaluation of their business models. April 2025 data shows a 8.3% drop in U.S. GDP, the first since the pandemic, raising concerns of a new economic recession. If this continues, mass layoffs could hit the automobile, tech, and retail sectors, leading to increased inflation and unemployment. This tariff wasn't just a tax, it was a system shock, impacting every consumer, shopkeeper, and worker. Meanwhile, Europe faces similar pressures. European Union officials are under immense pressure due to President Donald Trump's threat of a 50% import tariff, initially set for June 1st, but now extended to July 9th. Experts believe this is Trump's typical negotiation tactic, pushing deadlines to secure a better deal. For the EU, it's a diplomatic crisis, navigating Trump's unpredictable statements to reach a concrete agreement. Bruce Stokes of the German Marshall Fund suggests the issue goes beyond trade deficits, indicating Trump's deeper dislike for the EU and Germany. If these tariffs are enforced, the American market will become expensive and unstable for European companies, impacting Europe's economy, jobs, and consumers. Amidst these global trade conflicts, India and the U.S. are rapidly working towards a temporary trade deal, expected by June 25th. While Trump threatened a 26% tariff on Indian goods, India has offered concessions on items like almonds, electrical goods, and factory supplies, while maintaining higher tariffs on agricultural and dairy products to protect livelihoods. India also seeks reduced U.S. tariffs on its textiles, jewelry, and leather goods, and an exemption from Social Security payments for its temporary visa holders in the U.S. India's finance ministry believes this deal will boost its exports and help address current economic challenges. India's textile and services sector alone is projected to reach $1 trillion by 2025-26, driven by electronics, machinery, pharmaceuticals, oil, textiles, jewelry, and agricultural products. However, the U.S. picture remains grim. The tariff war has significantly slowed container movement at major U.S. ports, indicating a direct hit to the entire supply chain, affecting logistics, manufacturing, retail, and millions of jobs. The big question now is whether this shock will lead to U.S. self-reliance or become a burden on its own ports and citizens.